All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, I want to jump off the bloodline for a moment now. Let me jump to Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins stuff. So they had a match at Crown Jewel, but before I jump to that, I do want to jump to just to mention real quick, like an honorable mention of the angle they had on Raw before this, where they fought by the production truck, and Bronson Reed gave Sami Zayn like a suplex off the top of the production truck onto some tables, and Seth Rollins looked dead. And they said he went to the hospital. So he was going to the hospital like 5 days before this match he was supposed to have with this beast that they've been presenting, Bronson Reed. For this Raw segment, yeah, real quick, I'll just say that we all gave this 2 thumbs up. So we all like this segment we all really like this segment from Raw. We all loved it, actually. 2 thumbs up means we loved it. So I did like it, although I did hear some criticisms, like on the Stevie Richards show, that some of the fighting looked fake, and he was watching the punches, and, I was like, okay, but, still, I like the excitement and what they've been going for. But I'm going to jump to what we really want to talk about is the match at Crown Jewel. So let me jump to that if I can. Give me 1 second. My computer's acting a little strange for the moment. There it is. Okay. So Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, big match. They've hyped this up really well as a big superstar showdown. So I'm going to show you just a couple pictures and how it happened, how it went down. There was a lot of curb stomps, Big Bronson Reed took a lot of damage in this match. He did end up losing, which I'll get your opinions of, but he took out a steel steps that he was going to use. Again, just like Raw, he got curb stomped on the steel steps. This is after already taking a number of curb stomps, I think. But he beat the count. He got up from this and got back in the ring, which was amazing, and then took another curb stomp, and I think he took a curb stomp off the top of the steel, off the top rope, too.
That was the finish.
That was the finish. So after the match, Bronson Reed, after he takes a pinfall, he gets up. I don't know if you'd call this an afterbirth because nothing really happened. He just kind of looks at him, and they look at each other, and I think Seth Rollins is a little surprised that he can even stand up at this point. He's a little bloodied. Yeah, he's bleeding. That's true. He's got a cool little gash on his eye, and I think he tells Seth Rollins, come on, keep fighting. Why would Seth Rollins want to keep fighting? But okay. So this seems like it's not over. All right, but no. I will give our ratings for this. So for this match, I got ratings from you 2, 3 including myself. We all gave this a thumbs up. So we all liked it. I had to think about it for a while, whether I would give it a thumbs up, because, I think a lot of people were upset that Bronson Reed didn't get the win, which would have been great for him, obviously. That would have sent him to the moon like everyone wants him to. But I don't think they could have let Seth Rollins lose clean also, because he's just not a character that can take a clean loss like this, unfortunately. So I think we got the best that we could out of this. But, all right, that's what I think. Let's hear what you guys think. Robert, you go first. So you gave this a thumbs up. Anything you want to say about how they booked this?
Yeah. Well, first off, this was a pretty good match for sure. And also kind of a side note, as someone who used to listen to a lot of underground, non-mainstream hip-hop, I did appreciate the fact that Bronson Reed's ring gear had a picture of one of my favorite rappers from the underground scene, MF Doom. That was his picture on his ring gear. So I personally appreciated that. Now,
cool.
Outside of the match being good, I didn't like the fact that he lost. Well, not necessarily that I had a problem with him losing to Seth Rollins, but this is his second straight PLE where he lost. He lost to Braun Strowman in the previous one, if I remember correctly.
That was a Raw, but yeah.
Oh, sorry, Raw. It was Raw,
but it was a big match.
PLE. Yeah, my bad. Still, this is someone that's on the rise, right? They're like building him up to be a monster. He needs to have some consistent momentum, like get wins over some big names. But look, basically, based on what happened after the match, it looks like this is definitely not over. If they do have another match in another PLE, I hope he gets a win back. Hopefully, we'll see, but I don't know.
All right, Vlad. Let's get your wrestling expertise from the wrestling expert.
Yeah, I'm going to focus on the booking specific because the match itself was pretty good. I think, I was a little torn of how to feel, and as Robert was talking, I got even more torn because he brought up some good points in the sense of could they have not found a way for Bronson Reed to win this match and look strong in this big moment for him. But I still feel, the reason I'm torn is I still felt, even with the loss, he looked pretty damn strong. Like, they had to do a lot, like, Seth had to do a lot to beat him, right? Like, monstrous things, He had to give him his finish from the top rope, which I don't know if maybe I've seen it, I don't know. I don't know if I've seen that before. I'm not 100%. But anyways, he also had to, take it on the ring steps again, that curb stomp move. And then he got up, looking like a badass. The blood, which I'm pretty sure was Hardway, definitely was not part of the match. He has like a nice gash right, on his eyebrow. It's still like, oh, I'm still here. I can get, basically saying that, you might have put me down, but I keep getting up. Like I'm the monster type of deal. I'm okay with it, but I do feel that if they meet again, he's got to win. I don't care if he cheats to win or what he has to do, but he needs that win over Seth to really get him to that main event level. I think he's a main event. Like, I think he has the potential to be main event. This stuff has been really entertaining. Like, whether it looks sometimes a little phony, some of the backstage fights that he had with Seth or some of the backstage stuff that he had with Strowman, it's so entertaining that I'm looking past it because it's so good and it's chaotic that it's still really good. And it's not like AEW phony. It's just WWE phony.
I don't think he's been there's been anything egregious from Bronson Reed. Honestly, I think his work has been really good. I agree with you. I think he's a main eventer also, based on his work, just based on his in-ring work and his selling.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm really impressed with him. And like you said, yes, I'm fine with this. I still gave it a thumbs up. I still liked it. I could have liked it even more. You know what I mean? We're the three of us, I think, aren't the biggest Seth Rollins fans. You know what I mean? So we could have been fine with him taking a loss here, but I think in WWE's eyes, he's like a top main eventer.
Yeah, he is.
A WrestleMania main event.
Like, you're right. It's like Roman, Cody, and I think they consider Seth right slightly below those guys. But I don't see it that way, but they see it that way.
Yes.
Yeah.